Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Sunday. It's Daryl here. It's bright and early Sunday morning at 7 a.m. here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, I've been thinking about what I'm going to say in this video for the last 3 or 4 hours. I just got back from my walk, as you can see. If you look at my community page, you'll see what I'm going to be talking about. There's 2 pictures of my father. He was an avid outdoorsman, hunter, firearm collector. And then there's a picture of, I believe his first name is Thomas Massie, Representative Thomas Massie from Kentucky. He's in the news because he recently just put out a Christmas card. His family's Christmas card, sitting on the couch, all holding firearms in the Christmas card picture. Now I think, I'm going to get into this in a minute. I think there's 3 basic, using empathy again, I think there's 3 basic reasons of why his motivation for this picture. And I think one of the big ones is to own the libs, to get people like me to get triggered. Here's the thing, I grew up with firearms. I believe in the Second Amendment. But what I want to say here is I feel like I am more of a traditionalist, an old-fashioned Second Amendment person. I'll talk more about that in a second. There's so much I want to cover with this. Okay, first of all, let's just talk about Christmas. First of all, Christmas, Jesus' birthday. These are the same people that talk about the liberals taking away Christmas. They don't want you to say Christmas anymore. And by the way, I've never heard one liberal friend ever say anything like that. They all say Merry Christmas. It's another one of those things that you only hear from the people that say that other people are saying it. So, Jesus' birthday. Peace on earth. Goodwill to men. And they're all posing with this. To me, it's almost a slap. To me, it almost seems like an abomination. A slap in the face to what and who Christmas is all about. Seriously. Okay, let me talk a little bit about me growing up. Like I said, my father was an avid hunter, firearm collector. I've talked about this in another video. We had something for home protection. My father was an Antonio Zoli over and under 12 gauge loaded with double-aught buck. I remember I shot it. My father had me shoot that when I was 6, 7 years old, man. Knocked me on my butt. It was always ready to go in my parents' room, right next to a window, leaning against the windowsill behind the curtain. And my dad was, my mother and my dad were always like, you know what you could do? You've used it. They taught me my father taught me how to clean them, how to hold them. Respect, how to treat every gun like it's loaded, never point it, everything. Taking it apart, cleaning it. I could break that Antonio Zoli in half, take it all apart. And that's where it stayed. I knew about it. My sister was 1 or 2 years old, of course. And, but I knew about it. And that's how we treated home defense, and I'm a liberal, but I do believe in the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, the right to hunt. I believe in that. I do, even though I'm a liberal. This is the way I grew up. But when I look at Massie and his family sitting on the couch, if you want to talk about home protection, all right, and home defense, one of the basic first rules is you don't show your hand to your opponent. If you're playing poker, you don't sit there with your cards turned the other way so everybody can see them. That's basically what you're doing. Part of me I feel some disbelief, anger, disgust when I look at this picture of Massie's Christmas card. With his family all sitting there with these things. Part of it. So, like I was just saying, home defense, you don't show, if that's what you're all about, you don't show everybody else what your cards. This is another thing I thought too. It almost strikes me as somebody who's frightened. They're putting the picture out there so that hopefully they're thinking that people will stay away. Because I think in their people that do this, that put pictures like this out there, are frightened. That deep inside, they think that when it comes down to it, they couldn't do it. That they freeze. They wouldn't be able to react. They wouldn't do what it needs to be done. So they put a picture like this out there as a warning that hopefully, people will see this picture and they won't have to do, those people will stay away. I learned the people that you really have to fear are the people that are quiet, the people that don't say anything, the people, that keep their business quiet. Another thing this reminds me of, mixing the religion with these types of objects just reminds me so much of radical religions, and not just Christianity. I mean, in this picture, if you just traded out, like if you traded, certain types of vests and different flags behind these people, I mean, there's it's scary that mixing a wonderful thing like Christmas, Jesus' birthday, and then just, like I said, it's almost an abomination. And the last thing I want to bring up too now is what just happened. The school incident, parents getting arrested. The parents were just recently, you guys, I don't have to mention names or anything, you guys know what I'm talking about. The parents were just arrested, and I think it came out that there was a phone call from the parents telling the child, don't do this. They knew what he was going to do. They bought him this object. With all that happened, 4 people losing their lives. And this just recently happening, this whole, with the family involved. And then this representative turning around and showing his entire family like this. I mean, he's not reading the room. And that's putting it lightly. I could just sit here and go on and on and on. Part of me, I think part of it, there's 3 basic reasons, motivation for this. One is this Massie and his family, they want to fit in. They want to fit in with the other Trumpian Republicans. It's a political move. It's to stay in the clique. So the people that they hang out with probably look at this as bold. Ooh, got on those lips. Yeah, this is America. And I don't think they really see what they're putting out there. I remember growing up, and there was Santa and Rudolph, the reindeer, Frosty the Snowman. And look at this family on the couch with this stuff. Growing up, I remember seeing families with ugly sweaters, or I don't know, with the family pets or whatever like that. And look at where they're at. Do they really see themselves? The second motivation, I think, is owning the libs. They think that this is just going to make people snap, and also it'll burn them points along in their clique. And then, thirdly, I forgot what the third one was really. It's just bizarre. It really is. If you look at my community page, you'll see my thoughts on this. I said something along the lines of, this is how a real man poses with his firearm. It's a picture of my dad with the deer he bagged. And then I show this Massie family sitting on the couch. I don't know. It makes me wonder about the whole direction of the country sometimes. All right, you guys have a good Sunday. I'll be back later with another video.